What's up, EFC fans? I wanted to give you guys a little recap on last weekend's event. Obviously, a tremendous event. I mean, the best, especially the main card, what was televised in Super Sport, that was about as about it. Had a 15-hour plane ride and all that good stuff. And this is what I think, man. When you look at these fights, obviously from the prelims, we had some pretty cool stuff happen. Had P.D. Coxon with the underdog victory. I always love to see that. Big props to P.D. He was very emotional in the cage. So all the props in the world to him for stepping up short notice and winning that fight. Very impressive. My guy Tiny the Titan pulling off the win. That was one of the most entertaining fights I've ever seen. That was hilarious. Victory, and I look forward to seeing you fight again. Kowalski, congratulations, huge win. Way to make an impression on all the fans in the EFC, and nothing better than that, man. A flying knee from a guy that's like 6'9", you can't beat that, man. Fantastic win. Great way to end the prelims. Then we get to our main card, and first fight, Henry Botha, Danny Henry. Danny Henry, another guy, overseas guy, makes a splash in the EFC. Botha was, I think on his way to a title shot, another chance of Boyd Allen, and Danny Henry completely spoiled that and just put himself right in the mix. So big props to Danny for stepping up, coming overseas, and making a good impression on the EFC fans and on the international stage. Very, very nice. Moving ahead, obviously Wade Groth and Brendan Katz, you guys stole the show, fight of the night for good reason. I mean, you talk about two warriors that have been with the EFC for a long time, and Graham Cartmell just had to go to his bag of tricks, pull you guys out, and we knew it was going to be fight of the night. Both guys deserve all the credit in the world, seriously. I mean, it was a unanimous victory, but Brendan Katz, could have won each one of those rounds. I mean, it was that close. So big props to both of you guys. Really impressed me. Can't wait to watch both of you fight again. Cabeza and Queally, of course, there was so much hype going into it. Queally, you talked a lot, man, and couldn't quite get the offense going. You know, that happens. It absolutely does. Obviously, Peter Queally, the showstopper, has a lot more to do in the EFC, and I think he'll rebound very nicely. Iggy Cabeza, dude, you're the real deal, man. That kid has so much talent. And I said it on the commentary that it means a lot to represent Africa. It's coming in with so much hype, you know. Conor McGregor's #1 training partner. You go in there and you win convincingly, man. I know it's a very crowded title race there in that division at 45 and 55, but I think he deserves a shot soon. I mean, if he's going to stay undefeated, why not? Smiley deserves his shot at the strap. So moving on, co-main event. I really thought the Ruan Potts was going to win. This is a guy that I thought he would come back to the EFC and make that splash. I really did. And I underestimated Cyril Asker, to be completely honest with you. Well, no more. Cyril Asker is going to be fighting for the title next against Andrew Van Sel. It's going to be a great fight. And Ruan Potts says he's coming back, and I hope he does, man. Anybody can give him crap all day long. Pointing to me, I wanted to see more of a fight because it was kind of a back and forth first round. But he said he couldn't breathe, man. Who are we to doubt somebody no good or he doesn't have heart? I mean, get real. The guy's a legend in the sport. He's a legend in African MMA 100%, and in the best fighters in the world. I mean, if you make it to the UFC, you are fighting the best fighters in the world, straight up. You know what I mean? So all props to Ruan Potts. And I think the fans want to see it. I want to see it. And I think it's good for business, and I think it's just good for the sport. Main event. What can I say? Dricus. What a fighter. So much explosive energy. And that's what everybody thought coming into this fight. And that's no discredit to Dino. Dino hung in there, and he's a true professional, and he deserves to be called a legend of the EFC because that's exactly what he is. And if there's ever a Hall of Fame, I think Dino Bagatine does go in to that Hall of Fame. That being said, Dricus, man, it's his time right now. It really is. And I'm excited to see what happens with him in the future as far as fighting for a title. I think that's what people want to see, and I think he has all the tools to make it happen. This is one of the hottest young fighters on the planet right now, to be honest with you. Not just in EFC, but all throughout the planet. I mean, all eyes are on this kid. So what a commodity to have for the EFC. But overall, one of the best fights I've seen. I'm glad that my first trip to Joburg and Carnival City was a great one, and I'm glad that EFC 40 lived up to all the hype. So there it is. That's my take on the event. I'm going to go back to trying to get rid of this dad body, a little belly going on, trying to trim that off, so I'm playing a little bit of ball. But I will see Cyrus Fees for the EFC.